How's it going, everyone? Want to give you guys a heads up on the PSN deal of the week that I think is pretty good. Spider-Man 2, the deal is live right now. If you guys want to check that out, it's quite good. I mean, the game only came out, a couple weeks ago, and you can already get it at a little bit of a discount, so we'll highlight that. And on top of that, there's going to be a big sale that is going to kick off Target on Sunday, and it's going to be an opportunity to pick up some new releases pretty cheap, so we'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, Hitman World of Assassination is the weekly deal over on the PlayStation Store. This is a really solid offer given that it gives you a ton of content from the recent Hitman releases. Become Agent 47, suit up for a spy thriller adventure where all your deadly abilities are put to the test across more than 20 locations. Your deadliest weapon is creativity. Unlock new gear and up your game on highly replayable missions. World of Assassination, travel a living, breathing world filled with intriguing characters and lethal opportunities. Hitman Freelancer, a new way to play on your own terms that combines roguelike elements and deep strategic planning with a persistent and infinitely replayable gameplay experience. Hitman World of Assassination brings together the best of Hitman, Hitman 2, and Hitman 3, including the main campaign, contracts mode, escalations, elusive target arcades, and featured live content. The initial $70 price tag, even though it was all of the content from the respective games, the fact is all of those games were a little bit dated. 70 bucks was just a little bit of a stretch, but at $28, if you're a fan of action stealth titles, man, this is quite the collection with all the content that you're getting. A ton of levels, a ton of replayability, and a solid price point, all things considered, and runs great on the PlayStation 5 as well. There is a free starter pack available if you do want to check that out, and they've got some various other content packs on sale as well, but mainly the World of Assassination bundle is what you're looking at for 28 bucks. All right, moving on from that, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is seeing a bit of a discount. It's not Sony themselves discounting it, but various platforms. HSN, you can use the code HOLIDAY23, you'll get free shipping, and you'll get the game for $49.99. Alternatively, over at QVC, you can use the code HOLIDAY20, and once again, it'll be $49.99. The discount code is eligible for new accounts only. You guys can do some tomfoolery if you already used that code once before. I don't need to explain it to you guys, but I'll let you figure that out. Spider-Man 2 obviously just came out. It's not going to get discounted from Sony directly until probably Days of Play 2024. Like, I'm fairly confident in saying that for a new copy of Spider-Man 2, yeah, I think you're going to have to wait until June of 2024 to see it discounted. Generally speaking, with the PlayStation titles, they do hold up in price for quite a while, and if you go back to fall of last year, God of War Ragnarok, I believe, saw its first discount during Days of Play. I might be wrong about that, but I don't think it's going to get anything substantially discounted as far as Spider-Man 2 goes until, mid-next year, at least the spring of next year. I would feel pretty confident in saying that. And even when it does see its first discount, you know that it's going to be like down to 50 bucks or maybe even down to $60. Like, it's not going to be a substantial discount. The game itself, the main criticism that I've literally heard from everybody is the game length. That is the one thing everybody brings up, and I've always been vocal about my opinion of game length. I think it's a lot better in having a shorter experience that is filled with quality instead of having a bloated, lengthier experience. Obviously, it's best to try to find a happy medium where you have a lot of content in the game, but you're also offering a lot of quality content. Marvel Spider-Man 2 maybe pushes it a little bit to the side of not having enough content that people feel is worth it for a $70 game. That's obviously going to be a subjective take, and 25 hours of content might be plenty to a lot of people, where for other people, 25 hours of content is not enough. For me, I am in a fortunate position where I'm able to play pretty much every game that comes out, but even when I paid $70 for a game like Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, because I thought the game was so strong, even at its shorter length, I was very much satisfied with it. By the way, that's an Insomniac title as well. So that is a point to consider when we talk about Insomniac releases, at least the last 3 ones. Look at the last 3 Insomniac releases. I think they do a tremendous job, and this is not a slight at them, but I know for some people, this is going to be something they're going to look at when it comes to game length. Spider-Man Miles Morales, it was more of a 1.5 style game, not a super lengthy game. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, not a super lengthy game, and it was a $70 release. That was a big budget release. Marvel Spider-Man 2, once again, not a super lengthy game, at least by today's standards when it comes to the consumer, and that is a full $70 game. That seems to be a track record with Insomniac. And you know what? I would much prefer every other studio go this route. I would rather studios have the consistency level that Insomniac has, even if they aren't the lengthiest games in the world. If they're not bloated with 40, 50, 70, 80, 100 hours of content, I much prefer Insomniac style of game development where they're offering a lot of quality in their content. That's just my 2 cents. Again, I've heard people go back and forth with this for the last 2 weeks since the game has come out. Really, even earlier than that, when the rumblings of the game not being super lengthy were really coming to the forefront. But, you know, I think most people are gonna, you know, concede that the game is one of the best of the year. A 91 on Metacritic, or maybe it's a 90 now. Finally, Insomniac gets their 90+ score, which to a lot of people, Metacritic is what it is. It's just a score, but to the developers, it means a lot. So, yeah, I know I got into a little bit of a diatribe about game length, but it's going to be a topic we talk about, I think, for the next several years, because as Sean Layden has mentioned before, and as a lot of other people have mentioned, when it comes to these big budget games, at some point, the rubber's going to meet the road, and we're going to have to get to a point where these games just get bigger and bigger at this same price point, and ultimately, are you going to face situations like the layoffs that have been so prevalent this year, and you don't want to get into a situation like that. But nonetheless, my diatribe over Spider-Man 2, obviously a game that you should have if you own a PlayStation 5. It was one of the system sellers, and why Sony announced it so quickly to coincide with the PS5. Lastly, I do want to note, Black Friday deals are dropping over at Target a little bit early. Buy 2 get 1 free on major video games with some exceptions. It looks like, you know, Sony first-party titles are excluded. That seems to be a general thing that they do when it comes to Sony first-party titles and them being excluded from buy 2 get 1 free. But they picture Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. So if you have 2 other friends that are gonna pick up MW3 and you all want physical copies, I don't know, you can go to a Target and get 3 copies of it, and you can split the cost. Me and my boy actually did that with MW2 on PlayStation 5. We got multiple copies of that game because we were down bad and we wanted to play it on PS5. But nonetheless, they're going to do it for MW3 as well. Final Fantasy 16 is pictured. Assassin's Creed Mirage is pictured as well. So if you want to check that out, Hogwarts Legacy, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is pictured, but I believe it won't stick around with that $35 price tag that it does have right now. Gran Turismo 7 is pictured. I don't know if titles like Lords of the Fallen are going to be available, or Nintendo first-party titles like Mario, but Sonic Superstars is pictured, which that just came out. So just a little bit after October. I mean, it's only been, what, a couple weeks since a lot of these games came out when it comes to AC Mirage, Sonic Superstars, and Lords of the Fallen. Forza Motorsport is also pictured for Xbox. You know, and you're already able to get these games significantly discounted. So, yeah, this is going to be a general thing that you see when it comes to titles that come out in September and October. There's going to be titles that certainly hold up in price and are, again, aren't applicable for a buy 2 get 1 free, like a Spider-Man 2, even though, you know, HSN, QVC, they got their gimmick discounts, but you get the idea. I think here, you know, if you're going to pick up MW3, get Final Fantasy 16, then get maybe Sonic Superstars. That sounds like a pretty winner of a deal to me, but you guys can have your own options on how you want to do it, especially if Lords of the Fallen is applicable with this offer. That is certainly something to check out. They also have buy 2 get 1 free on books, puzzles, and activities as well if you do want to take part in that. But that'll do it for me. Again, Hitman World of Assassination, awesome sale over at PSN. Definitely check that out. Spider-Man 2 seeing a bit of a discount. Definitely take advantage of that if you have yet to pick it up. And Target kicking off a buy 2 get 1 free with a lot of major titles this coming Sunday. So be on the lookout for that if you do want to take advantage of that. That'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.